So what does this site make you feel?
If I'm truthful, absolutely nothing, because there's no evidence. I mean, I know there's a blue plaque supposed to be coming, but there's no evidence that Pebble Mill was ever here, and that's terribly sad, because I have to tell you, it was a wonderful, wonderful place to work. Not because Pebble Mill at One was there, or Midlands Today was there, but the place turned out some fantastic drama. We did have the Midland Radio Orchestra, so we churned out music. The Rumty Tum, the Archers were here. The radio drama was done here. There were lots of different departments, so lots and lots of skills. And the great thing about that was, you weren't just rubbing shoulders with people in the club or at the canteen with people who worked on that output. But basically, the post-production teams, they didn't just work on news or just work on Pebble Mill at One. They worked on a whole range, so they could bring different skills. And particularly areas like set design. The set designers were wonderful. And if they'd worked on a drama and they knew where there was some scenery that might just help you with what you were doing on your very limited budget, they'd do what they could. People like Gavin, the late great Gavin Davis was a star designer, and he was just capable of turning his hands to sort of fantastic ideas. And when he did take over and design, he led a great team, and they were inspirational. And eventually, when we did get our own graphics department, they were good. And the thing I loved about the graphics team is that you could actually go into their office and sit down with them and sort of kick around ideas. There was none of this business about doing it on the phone or anything like that. You could actually go and sit with people. And then when electronic graphics came in, like the famous paint box, you could actually sit there and they'd try out different ideas. So all that stuff was great. That's what, to me, made Pebble Mill great. And I could never understand all these people who came up from London. Oh, we don't like coming up to Birmingham. Stuff Birmingham, it was Pebble Mill. It was an important place in the history of the Beeb. Yes, I'm very sad it's gone. I don't think they've replaced it adequately at all. But my memories of those days, fantastic. And it has to be said, when eventually they booted me out, just before they knocked the place down, at the time, because there'd been so many changes, and the program commissioning process was different. Independent producers were starting to come in big time, and it has to be said, I was glad to go. I admit to everybody, at the time, it had been wretched, and I felt burnt out. Because a lot of people said to me, oh, you'll come back as an independent producer. I said, not likely. Well, you'll come back as a freelance. And I said, no. I said, I've been working for the BBC for 35 years, and I've got all the T-shirts I need, thank you very much. I'm going off to do something totally different.